My partner and I are in a long-distance relationship. He is incredibly handsome, while I have a more average appearance with a bit of extra weight. Despite what others might say, we make sure to video chat every day, doing silly things together without ever growing bored. To surprise him, I saved up enough money to buy a ticket to Canada. That night, I waited outside his apartment until midnight. Eventually, I saw him return, laughing and chatting with another girl, stunning and full of energy. The moment he noticed me, his smile froze, and he quickly let go of the girl's hand. "It's not what you think," he began. "Why didn't you call me when you got off the plane? This city isn't as safe as back home," Liam said as he walked over, taking off his jacket to place it over my shoulders and holding my cold hands. I pulled my hand back, trying to hide my feelings. "I did call you, but someone else answered." Liam looked confused, but before he could respond, the beautiful girl next to him spoke up. "I'm sorry, Liam, it's my fault. You were talking to the project team and your phone was on the table, so I answered it for you. I asked her to call back later, but then the battery died." The girl was strikingly beautiful, the kind who turns heads with just a glance. Standing next to Liam, they looked like the perfect couple. The girl walked over and adjusted my jacket. "Don't blame Liam. It was my fault. You didn't have too rough a time, did you?" I shook my head. "No." She gave Liam a familiar, comfortable look. "If you did suffer, you must tell us. Otherwise, Liam will never forgive me." Liam laughed. "Who would dare bully you? Your fan club would be after me." "Oh, I haven't introduced you two yet. This is my girlfriend, Jessica. And this is Sophia, a friend of mine." Sophia, a name as lovely as her bright and generous personality. As Sophia followed Liam upstairs, I finally asked him, "Are you two living together?" Sophia playfully answered before Liam could. His tone was calm, but with a hint of a smile. Yes, Sophia's old apartment had some big guys move in, and it wasn't safe for her. I suggested she stay here since there was a vacant room in this building. Sophia teased him. "He's so sure he's safer than those guys. What do you think, Jessica?" I stayed silent as Liam led me back to his room. The furnishings were still the ones we had picked out together during our video calls. Liam took out an extra blanket and pillow. "Did you come alone?" "You didn't need to. I would have visited once I finished my project. Plus, I'm only here for a year and it's almost over." Liam still saw me as the shy bookworm who had never traveled abroad. Yes, I came at the wrong time. I didn't ask him why he was holding Sophia's hand when they returned. My emotions were already drained during the 7 hours I waited for him. All the strategies I had carefully recorded in my notebook now seemed like a joke. When I saw Liam and Sophia walking toward me, smiling, I felt more numb than anything else. Everything had been pointing in this direction. Over the past month since Liam mentioned joining a project, our routine had changed. We used to video call every day, sharing even the smallest details of our lives. But then he started finding excuses to skip the calls, claiming he was too busy even to reply to my messages. The time difference became more of an issue. I noticed that Liam, who had never been interested in projects, suddenly became involved in one and grew more distant. But I deceived myself into believing in him. Since he was busy, I decided to come and see him. "You know that's not what I meant," Liam said, burying his head in my neck as he used to, breathing shallowly. "This project has been exhausting, and I've been neglecting you. I've made you suffer, Jessica." I excused myself to take a shower, avoiding his touch. After showering, I turned off the lights, and Liam hugged my waist, his voice low. "Jessica, I've missed you so much." "Liam, I'm on my period." Liam paused, withdrew his hand, and seemed disappointed. His phone screen lit up, indicating a message. Without hesitation, Liam turned on the light, walked to the desk, and opened his laptop. "You go to sleep first. I'll work on the project a bit longer." I watched as he opened the project file, but didn't make any changes. Instead, he took several photos. In 1 minute, he checked his phone more than 10 times, and the smile on his face never faded. About half an hour later, he suddenly remembered my presence, turned around, and apologized. "Sorry, Jessica. I need to make some changes to the project." "I've been swamped with this project lately, and you wouldn't really understand it. Oh, and don't be fooled by Sophia's gentle appearance. In project debates, she's fiercer than anyone else. Her English is so fluent that all of us guys are in awe." He even sounded proud. "Do you know her well?" I asked casually, but Liam seemed suddenly angered. Jessica, please don't be upset. I'm really tired here too. You came all this way to see me. I don't want any unpleasantness between us. Since middle school, Liam has always been the school heartthrob. Countless girls chased after him, and his desk was always filled with pink love letters. He was average academically, but excelled in everything outside of school. Good at games, basketball, and always had a bright, sunny personality. Because of my close relationship with Liam, people often mentioned us together, making me seem more ordinary in comparison. But he never cared about what others thought and always walked to and from school with me. On weekends, he would hang out with me. And if I felt down, he'd buy me gifts to cheer me up. By high school, I decided to distance myself from him, and that's when he panicked. In his haste, he told someone who confessed to him, "I already have a girl I like, Jessica." This was the first time I heard him say he liked me. What's wrong with her? She has a good personality, she's smart, and she sings well. He listed my good qualities, and then asked if I would be with him. I agreed because I liked him too. But the negative comments didn't stop just because I was with Liam. It seemed that at that age, looks mattered more than grades or character. Good-looking people were luckier than those with average appearances. Our photos were posted online, and many negative comments followed. People said I looked plain, that my body wasn't good, and that I embarrassed Liam. Some even edited the photos, replacing my face with the school beauties, saying, "Now that looks better." Every time Liam saw those comments, he got angrier than I did. He would find those people and argue with them, telling them they couldn't compare to even one of my fingers, and that I was the most beautiful to him. Knowing about my insecurities, he complimented me daily, telling me how cute I was and buying me lots of flowers. I tried to learn how to dress better and do makeup, but it didn't have much effect, and my grades dropped significantly. Liam would wipe off my eyeliner and lipstick, saying, "Jessica, I like you as you are. You don't need to change yourself." We both endured the pressure of public opinion and stayed together for 3 years. Then came the college entrance exams, the Great Divide. He didn't do well and was eventually sent abroad by his family. I, on the other hand, got into one of the top universities in the country, as I had hoped. The day he left, I cried uncontrollably. He patiently comforted me, saying, "You're so outstanding. I should be the one worrying about someone else taking you away. We'll video call every day and keep in touch often. I'm only going for a year. After a year, I'll come back and find you." To reassure me, he even introduced me to his family, and we tentatively established our relationship. I thought that with this double assurance, we could get through this year of long distance, but I underestimated the time difference, the distance, and overestimated our relationship. Just as Liam was closing his laptop, a sudden sound of shattering glass came from the next room. He rushed out, and I tried to keep my voice steady. "It's late. Where are you going?" "It sounds like something happened with Sophia. I need to check on her." The absurd part is that Sophia hadn't even made a phone call, yet he rushed over without a second thought. Another hour passed, and it was already 3 in the morning when Liam finally returned. His eyes were filled with guilt. "I'm sorry, Jessica. I should be spending time with you, but something happened with Sophia. You know, we're both studying abroad, and we should look out for each other. You understand, right?" I turned my back to him and asked, "What happened to her?" "Oh, it's nothing serious. She just accidentally broke a thermos and got a small burn. Nothing serious." Yet it kept him there for 3 hours. Sensing my mood, Liam became slightly impatient. "Jessica, you don't need to be so hostile towards Sophia. She's a good person, and you two could become great friends." He looked at me hopefully, as if he genuinely believed that. Whenever he mentioned Sophia, there was nothing but praise and concern in his words. "I'm tired. Some things aren't worth arguing about." After a long flight and 7 hours of waiting, I was too exhausted to feel anything. The next morning, Liam told me he didn't have any classes and could take me out for the day. I remembered the fun places in Canada he had mentioned during our video calls. "Jessica, it wasn't easy for you to come all this way. I took time off from my professor and the project team. Today is dedicated to my girlfriend." He excitedly pulled me out of bed. I didn't tell him that early this morning, before he woke up, I had already booked my return ticket. Liam insisted on taking me out, saying it was to make up for last night. I agreed. We visited a few places, all near the shopping district. The stores he chose were all high-end luxury boutiques. He seemed more interested than I was. I never shop at these stores. Even though Liam was out with me, he kept looking at his phone in the store. Only when he saw me standing there did he say, almost as compensation, "These are some of the most famous brands here. See if you like anything. I'll buy it for you." I asked him, "When did you start paying attention to these things?" In the past, he was clueless about women's accessories and lipsticks, let alone picking such shops as date spots. Sophia told me. She said most girls like these things, and I thought you don't really have any decent jewelry. Saying this, he put down his phone, picked out a necklace, and went to pay for it first. I asked, puzzled, "What are you doing?" Liam replied, "Oh, it's Sophia's birthday soon. She mentioned liking this for a while, and I didn't want to overthink it, so I bought it as her gift." I smiled. "Well, since you've bought it, can we leave now?" Liam seemed to realize something and looked nervous. "Jessica, I really came out to spend time with you. Why don't you pick one and I'll buy it for you?" I casually picked a necklace from the counter. "How about this one?" Liam instinctively glanced at it and looked troubled. "Jessica, maybe pick another one. I already bought this one for Sophia." I raised an eyebrow. "Then let's go with this one. What's wrong with both of us wearing the same necklace?" Liam sighed. "Can you stop being difficult? I really don't want to say this, but it's for your own good. If you wear the same necklace as Sophia, people will naturally compare you. You don't want them talking behind your back, do you? In other words, if I wore the same necklace as Sophia, she would look better, and I would just be a poor imitation." I said nothing. I used to be so insecure that I wouldn't dare take another bite of food, would go out covered in a mask and hat, and only wore loose clothing because I was unhappy with my figure. Liam felt sorry for me, constantly encouraging me, saying I deserved the best things in the world. To stay together, I endured countless criticisms. Even a simple photo could be used as a weapon against me. But the old Liam would build up my confidence bit by bit. He used to say that looks are just superficial, and that people didn't see my inner beauty because they didn't understand me. He said that after spending so much time with me, he loved me and genuinely found me beautiful. Liam knew exactly what kind of comments would break me. By now, I had grown used to what others said about me. But hearing these words from Liam's mouth was different. He knew how much pressure I had endured. I fought back tears. Liam, frustrated, ruffled his hair and bought me the necklace anyway. "Jessica, I didn't mean it like that." He put the necklace on me, and just then Sophia appeared at the entrance of the store. She was with a rather handsome guy, not much different from Liam. Liam tensed up. When Sophia saw the necklace on my neck, she couldn't hold back her tears anymore. They rolled down her beautiful face. The boy next to her panicked too, rushing to comfort her. And I just stood there quietly, watching Liam's reaction. He clenched his fists. 1 second, 2 seconds. Finally, as Sophia turned to leave, he didn't hesitate and ran after her. I calmly took off the necklace and turned to the store clerk. "Can I return this?" The clerk, a young woman, bit her lip, thinking for a moment before slowly replying, "You can return it, but honestly, miss, you look really beautiful wearing it. This expensive piece suits you, and you deserve to enjoy pretty things, just like any other girl." Sometimes the kindness of a stranger can break down a person's emotional defenses. "Thank you, but I'd still like to return it." With the money in hand and nowhere to go, unfamiliar with the place, I tried calling Liam, but his phone was busy. I still had my luggage at Liam's apartment, so I went back. Without a key, I sat on the steps outside, waiting for a long time. By the time my phone's battery was down to 10%, Liam finally called. The noise in the background was loud, like he was in a bar or somewhere similar. "Sorry, Jessica. Why don't you keep shopping for a bit? I can't leave right now. I still have my luggage at your apartment, and my phone is about to die." Liam thought for a moment and then said, "All right, Jessica. I'll send you an address. You can come here to get the key and head back." I followed the address to a nearby bar. After giving Liam's name, someone led me to a private room. As soon as I entered, I was hit by the smell of smoke and alcohol. Amidst the crowd, I spotted Liam and walked over to ask for the key. A guy nearby eyed me for a moment and then asked Liam, "Is she a relative of yours?" Liam avoided my gaze, looking as if he couldn't bring himself to say it. After stammering for a while, he finally said, "She's my girlfriend." Oh, that look, the same malicious look I had seen from people around Liam in the past. "You're into someone like her?" The others chimed in, feeling sorry for him. "Yeah, I thought you and Sophia were a couple." Liam lowered his head, letting out a bitter laugh. "Sophia's so amazing. There are plenty of guys after her. Does she really need someone like me? We all know Sophia likes you. You're the only idiot who doesn't see it. Seriously, if you make Sophia sad, I'll be the first to come after you." I interrupted the chatter around us. "We broke up. He's free to pursue Sophia now." Then I took the key Liam had left on the table and walked out. Behind me, all I could hear were countless congratulations. "Finally broke up with the ugly girl. We've been waiting for you to make it official with Sophia. This calls for a celebration." I listened to their comments calmly, feeling numb inside. After packing my things at the apartment, and just as I was about to leave, my professor suddenly called. "Zhao Li, I noticed you took leave to go to Canada. Are you still there?" "Yes, Professor. I have a flight back later today." "Can you change your ticket and stay a few more days? We have a collaborative project with U University, and you can go on my behalf. All expenses will be reimbursed." I hesitated. U University. That's where Liam and Sophia studied. The professor sounded puzzled. "Is there a problem?" "No, none at all. By the way, you have a senior who's currently working in this city. If you encounter any difficulties, just reach out to him. I've already informed him, and he'll take care of you." Soon, I received a new message. "Hello, Junior. I'm Michael." After adding him as a friend, Senior Michael learned about my situation and arranged a place for me to stay. This place is close to the school and far from rough neighborhoods. Relatively safe. You can stay here for the next few days. Just as I was about to reply with okay, Senior Michael sent another message. "Sorry, I didn't think it through. I heard from the professor that you've never been abroad before and came alone this time. Send me your address, and I'll come to pick you up." I replied, "Okay." I stood outside the apartment with my luggage, waiting for him to arrive. At that moment, Liam rushed back. Seeing me, he immediately started questioning, "What's the meaning of this? What kind of tantrum are you throwing now?" I pushed him away and looked into the distance. Exactly what it sounds like. Why bring up breaking up out of the blue? You came all the way from home because you're in love with me, right? So what's this about? I even told them you're my girlfriend. I clenched my fists, feeling the cold wind bite deeper with each passing moment. I let out a few cold laughs, a chill rising in my heart. "Do you think acknowledging me as your girlfriend is some kind of bonus?" Liam opened his mouth to respond, but had nothing to say. "Liam, I'm tired. I've been in this relationship with you for so long, and I'm really tired." Liam finally voiced his real thoughts. "Fine, we can break up, but you tell my parents. Since Liam's parents found out about us, they've been more eager than Liam for us to stay together." I refused. "You've got a beautiful new girlfriend. They'll be thrilled." Liam frowned. "My parents don't like me dating pretty girls." I smiled but didn't say anything. Maybe realizing I was serious about breaking up, he asked again to be sure. "You really want to break up? Think carefully. Nowadays, everyone is about appearances. Who else would like someone like you besides me?" I looked at him, feeling like I was seeing a stranger. "Liam, do you even remember why you liked me in the first place?" Liam paused, saying nothing. "Never mind. It's normal not to remember. If you did, we wouldn't be breaking up." We had been together for so long that the memories of how it all started were fading, forgotten along with any reason to cherish it. In my line of sight, I saw a car approaching. And on the other side, Sophia was running over, out of breath. "Liam, you left without eating much earlier. I was worried something happened to you, so I came to check on you." I glanced at her. "You two really are like conjoined twins?" Sophia's eyes filled with tears as she suddenly bowed to me. "If it's because of me that you're breaking up, I'm sorry, but please don't do this to Liam. It will hurt him too." Every word was for Liam's sake, making me look like the unreasonable one. How could Liam bear that? He quickly moved to protect her. "You've done nothing wrong. We've never done anything." Sophia, I've been thinking. Could it be that Jessica saw your phone when you came to see me? That's the only reason I can think of. The innocent look in her eyes hit Liam like a revelation. His gaze turned cold as he looked at me. I didn't plan to hide it. I did look at it. It was pretty interesting. Jessica, why did you look at my phone without my permission? And since you did, you should know that there's nothing between me and Sophia. We're completely innocent. She's a girl who values her reputation. Why would you say such hurtful things? What did I say? I raised my voice, all my emotions exploding at that moment. From the moment you came back holding her hand, what did I say? It was all just his instinct to favor and protect her while assuming the worst about me. So that's what it's about. Jessica, just because you're not good enough doesn't mean you should be jealous of Sophia's looks. Beep, a Mercedes screeched to a halt in front of us. The blaring horn was deafening for a full 5 seconds. Liam covered Sophia's ears, angrily ready to confront the driver. But as the car door opened, a man stepped out, adjusting his suit. Seeing the driver's face, Sophia instinctively smoothed her hair. I furrowed my brow, trying to recognize him. The man bypassed Sophia and walked straight up to me, bending slightly. Jessica, right? I'm Michael. I nodded. Hello, Senior. Senior Michael naturally took the suitcase from my hand. Let's go. Get in the car. The car sped away. Thinking back to Sophia's hesitation earlier, I suddenly felt a sense of satisfaction. Michael glanced in the rearview mirror and shook his head regretfully. They said all that about you, and you still spoke to them so kindly. Maybe I'm just born to be a pushover. It's not easy to change the deep-seated insecurity that comes from within. A girl needs to learn how to curse a little. You can't always be so good. Michael paused, then corrected himself. Never mind. The old man doesn't want me to lead you astray. Just be yourself. You're fine the way you are. Your professor should have already sent you the materials, right? Prepare well over the next few days. When the time comes, you'll be representing him at U University to give a report. I heard there are a few project teams at U University researching the same field. Their intention is for you to listen to their presentations and provide some guidance and suggestions. Me? Michael patted my head. Don't worry, I've looked over their project proposals. There are plenty of issues. Just pick a few points to talk about, and you'll be fine. In the days that followed, I focused on preparing my report. Liam's parents suddenly called. Somehow they had learned about our breakup. Jessica, have you and Liam been having a little disagreement lately? That boy is always so rash. Please be patient with him. I calmly replied, Uncle, Auntie, we've already broken up. We're both adults and made this decision after careful consideration. As his parents, we know Liam. He must really like you. You've maintained this long-distance relationship for so long, and you went all the way to see him. Doesn't that mean you still care about him? I used to like him, but not anymore. Uncle, Auntie, there's no need to persuade me. Not long after hanging up, another unfamiliar number called. After thinking about it, I decided to answer. Jessica, what did you tell my parents? You're the one who wants to break up, so why drag Sophia into this? Without hesitation, I hung up and blocked the number. Once the report is over, I'll return home and completely close this chapter. The day before the presentation at U University, Michael sent me a few project proposals from U University students. One of them happened to be from Liam and Sophia's team. I took a careful look. I couldn't help but laugh. So this is what he had been working so hard on all this time. The presentation hall was packed. I followed the professor from U University to the backstage to set up the PowerPoint. In the backstage, I saw Liam and Sophia again. They were standing together, waiting to upload their team's presentation. When Liam caught sight of me, he instinctively let go of Sophia's hand and looked at me as if wanting to say something but couldn't. I walked past him and uploaded my own presentation onto the computer. On the other side, Sophia seemed upset with him. They even started arguing over something as simple as uploading the presentation. Feeling annoyed, I slipped out into the hallway to get some fresh air while others tried to mediate. Michael walked over, glanced at the people in the backstage, and chuckled. Well, talk about a small world. So, feeling any extra pressure? I frowned, thinking about their project proposal. How did they convince the professor to approve their project? Michael shook his head. That I don't know. The presentation began. I briefly introduced myself on stage. Sophia was sitting in the front row. When she saw it was me, she frowned. That look, the same look I've been dealing with for years. It's a look that comes with a built-in prejudice. "Jessica?" the professor next to Sophia asked her. "Do you know her? This girl is very capable. The professor she's working with is a big name in this field. If you want to dig deeper into this area, you should learn from her." Another guy in Liam's team muttered, "That's his ex-girlfriend?" The professor seemed surprised. "An ex-girlfriend this talented? Did she dump you?" "He's the one who dumped her." What a shame. Liam looked at me with a complicated expression, unable to take his eyes off me. I pretended not to notice and delivered a clear, concise presentation on the latest findings from our team. It was met with applause from the audience. I've heard a lot about Professor Chen's outstanding student. Today I can see she truly lives up to the reputation. It's great to see such promising talent. Amid the praise, I stepped off the stage and took my seat among the judges. Next up was Liam's team's presentation. Surprisingly, all 3 members of Liam's team seemed in poor condition. There were at least 10 mistakes in their presentation, and the PowerPoint was full of flaws, like something thrown together at the last minute. I listened with a frown the entire time. Sophia stood on stage, lips pressed together, saying nothing. The audience was full of murmurs. "She's so pretty, but who knew she'd make such a mess of a simple presentation? You really can't judge a book by its cover." Probably spent all her time on romance instead of work. The microphone was handed to me, and I critiqued sharply. The workload is insufficient. I think before considering more constructive feedback, your team should first focus on the basics. Let's not even talk about the content. Just the basic formatting was neglected. How can you expect the details of your work to be taken seriously? Compared to her usual pride, Sophia looked down, her face flushed with embarrassment as she stood there defending their work. Michael leaned in and whispered, "I just found out that this girl was caught 2-timing both with members of the same team. In the study abroad circle, it's not that big, so any little thing spreads quickly. It seems she was trying to secure the first author spot on this project, which is why she got involved with 2 key members of the team. Your ex-boyfriend was probably one of her victims." Thinking back to the guy I saw with her in the shopping district, I realized that must have been Sophia's other boyfriend. Oh, and her other boyfriend isn't letting this go easily. Word is, it also came out that she was involved with a British professor at U University, playing the role of the other woman. Maybe she really thinks being pretty is enough to play around with so many men. Michael kept rambling on. "Honestly, I don't see the big deal. There are plenty of women in the world more beautiful than her." "You're being noisy." "Huh?" I interrupted him. "I said you're being noisy." "Oh, getting bold now, huh? Starting to boss your senior around." After the presentation, I politely declined the U University professor's invitation to dinner. I needed to hurry home. Liam rushed after me, his hair tousled by the wind in his haste. "Jessica, wait! I called you so many times afterward, but you didn't answer." I asked him indifferently, "Is there something you need?" He hesitated, taking a moment to process my tone. "Are you still mad?" I shook my head. Liam seemed to grasp at this like a lifeline, eagerly telling me, "Jessica, I'm not with Sophia." I followed his lead and asked, "So what?" His tone became pleading. "Can we go back to how things were?" "No." Liam caught sight of Michael standing nearby and suddenly sneered, "Oh, I see. You already have another man by your side? I guess you came here for him, not for me. All that pretending to care about me, acting like you loved me, it was all fake. And by the way, this is Enur of yours. Jessica's been on her period these past few days. I bet she's been a real burden on you." Slap. Without hesitation, I slapped him across the face. In a low voice, I said, "Watch your mouth before you speak." Not long after that day, the wife of the professor Sophia had been involved with confronted her at school in front of all the students and teachers, revealing irrefutable evidence of their indiscretions. Each photo was proof of their inappropriate behavior. Sophia knelt, begging for mercy. From the wife, from Liam, from her ex-boyfriend, from the professor. But no one could save her. Sophia's actions at school led to a public reprimand and ultimately her expulsion amidst a chorus of scorn. At the same time, Liam's project was revoked by U University. A flood of criticism rained down on them. The envy they once inspired now turned into widespread disgust. The scandal spread like wildfire through the study abroad community, and Liam, overwhelmed by the backlash, chose to drop out and return home. On the day of his return, he found me one last time. He looked exhausted. The bright, handsome young man he once was had long since faded. "Jessica, you asked me why I liked you. I've never forgotten. I remember how you were always there for me, speaking up for me to my parents, to the teachers. You won me over bit by bit. Jessica, I've always remembered the good things about you. How pure it was, liking someone back then. He was going through a rebellious phase, and his family was facing turmoil. He frequently broke school rules and was often punished. It was me who pleaded with the teachers and his parents so he wouldn't be abandoned. I told them he was actually very talented. Back then, all the parents and teachers liked obedient, well-behaved kids like me, so they softened a bit and forgave Liam. But they also warned me to stay away from troublemakers like him. It was the first time I didn't listen to the adults, determined to stand by him. Seeing that I could resolve problems with the teachers, he got used to being with me, and that's how we stuck together through high school. I got in on my own merit. He got in through connections. The closer I got to Liam, the more trouble came my way. But back then, I wasn't afraid of trouble because I liked him. I even had the courage to stand up to the negative comments. But now I realize I don't like him anymore. Even the memories with him no longer matter. After he finished speaking, I just nodded at him. From now on, let's not see each other anymore. And we wouldn't see each other again. Michael, watching from upstairs, couldn't help but remark, "He's trying to win you back because he sees how exceptional you are now." I thought about all that had happened and asked him, do good-looking people naturally have to put in less effort than others? Everyone has their strengths. Some are good-looking, others are strong learners. But the further you go, the more you realize that ability is more important than appearance. Time and energy are limited. Instead of focusing on how to become more beautiful, it's clearly more worthwhile and rewarding for you to focus on your studies and your professional projects. In the end, I truly overcame my insecurities, not through someone else's sugar-coated words of comfort, but through earning the respect of others bit by bit as I made progress. After that, no one ever attacked me for my appearance again. When people talked about me, it was mostly about my solid knowledge, strong learning abilities, outstanding capabilities, and excellence. I looked into the distance and slowly smiled. I deserve someone better, and I deserve a better future.